Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you're having a good day. Good day for me. Let's talk about Pinaud's Citrus Musk Eau de Cologne. Uh, the notes: lemon, lemongrass, lime, bergamot, lily of the valley, uh, carnation, and musk. Fresh green citrus immediately off the top. It's a citrus melody. Uh, Citrus bouquet, really. You pick up all the different citruses. Mostly, I get believe it or not, the lemongrass and the lime. Lemongrass is giving it a bit of that green, grassy kind of vibe to it, with the nice fresh lime, fresh cut lime. Very nice citruses off the top. For a cheap fragrance, they don't smell like cheap citruses. They don't smell like dollar store air freshener citruses, you know what I mean? Which you'd expect for like $10, $15 for 200 milliliters. And that's pretty much the top. Pretty quickly, it's followed by the soft spice and soapy floral. Um, Giving it has the soapy vibe. You're picking that up from uh, uh, kind of the lily of the valley. It's got a little bit of that soapy vibe to it. There's no lavenderness, so it's they're using the florals to give you that kind of lavender soapy vibe. Powdery, not powdery, soapy vibe. The carnation is giving it uh, the floral aspect to it, but also the soft, slightly peppery kind of spice you get from it. And into the base, it's a simple, clean, but very nice white musk. I mean, it's a very simple scent at its heart. It's, you know, citrus and citrus spice and musk really is what it is. Floral spice, citrus, floral spice, and musk. Um, so yeah, very simple, very nice. Uh, Citrus, like I said, floral, spicy, kind of musky, clean, fresh kind of vibe. Um, a lot of people compare this to like pretty much any citrus scent out there. The big one I seen, one of the big ones I seen was Jean Barbatos Artisan Pure. There's no similarities, guys, other than there's citrus in it. Artisan Pure is an easy, light, airy, modern designer fragrance. This has more. Well, again, it's airy, it's light. The citrus is very nice, like I said, but it's got more in common with your older citrus aromatics. To me, this has more in common with Armani Pour Homme, uh, Dior's Eau Sauvage, not Sauvage, Eau Sauvage. The classic citrus aromatic type of fragrances. Also, a little bit of that finally came off. A little bit of English leather is in there. English leather has a really nice citrus musk leather combo. And the citrus and musk and English leather are very similar. English leather is a highly underrated scent if you like old school citrus musky leather fragrances. Give it a try. It's cheap. Yeah. Now, how I applied it, it's a splash. So I put some in my moisturizer, put it on, put a little bit in my hand, put it on top of the moisturizer, put a little more in my hand, put it on my shirt. Um, didn't last long. Honestly, though, I wasn't expecting it to, so it's not like it. I got roughly about 3 hours out of it. You might get a little more, a little less. Um, but that's perfectly fine for basically an aftershave. Technically eau de cologne, but um, 3 hours. Projects for about 45 minutes, about an arm's length out there when the citruses are really popping. Comes in, gives you a bubble for about an hour, soft bubble. You pick up little whiffs of moss, you leave a light trail behind you. Then it's a skin scent for an hour, hour and a half, time to reapply. Um, so yeah, no compliments, but when I put this on the other day, it was an hour before I went to work by myself for about an hour. So by the time anyone got there, this is pretty much had reached the skin scent point. And so nobody was going to smell it. But I think this will get you, like I said, it smells citrusy, fresh, clean, soapy. Smells most people are going to like. This is never going to be pump. I mean, you could dump this whole bottle on yourself and you might get a couple more hours and maybe a little more projection, but it's never really that type of fragrance, you know what I mean? It's more something you put on when you want something light, fresh, going out somewhere for an hour or two, maybe hanging on a deck. Now, I know this time of year, you know, February in the Northern Hemisphere is not the time to be wearing a citrus white musk-based fragrance. I get that. But I'll try it again in the summer, see if the summer helps perform a little better. But I'm not upset with the performance. Like I said, I wasn't expecting more than 3 or 4 hours, and that's kind of what I got. So that's what you should expect too. Don't get this thinking, I'm going to have an all-day scent. No, and you get mad because it only lasts a couple hours. It's a couple-hour fragrance built for reapplying. Definitely reapply. I splashed it on. I'm not going to change it to a spray bottle. I like splashes, certain colognes, and this kind of should be a splash. I think it's just the smell of certain colognes I think should be splashes, and this is kind of a classic splash fragrance. What I am going to do though, I hate plastic bottles. So I went and bought me some glass bottles. They've got this thing on it that, yeah, you know, makes it airtight, liquid tight. They were like $1 at the dollar store, $1.50. They've got a silicone seal around it. You just pop it on and push that down. And I can use some lighter fluid, believe it or not. I don't know why lighter fluid works, but it does. I'm not a chemist. It dissolves the sticky residue without harming the picture, the print. And I'll take that off and I'll put it on the bottle. And I'm going to do that for most of my plastic bottles because plastic, first off, just seems cheap to me. I hate plastic for fragrance bottles. That's cheap. Companies are worth millions of dollars, if not billions, and they're using plastic. Use some glass. And secondly, when a fragrance sits, and I mean sits, like I have fragrances in plastic bottles, when they sit for 2 or 3 years, they tend to really, they can take on a bit of a plasticky smell. Plastic is very porous, so I don't like that. So it'll be transferred right into a glass bottle. That's just a personal thing, though. If you're one of the people that only have 4 or 5 fragrances, and this is only going to last you 6 months, a year, you don't really need to do that. But where I'm probably, this will probably be around longer than me because I got so many. It's got to go in a glass bottle. All my plastic ones, mostly just my aftershaves are plastic. I don't think I have any fragrances really that aren't aftershaves that aren't in plastic bottles. So they're going to go in plastic bottles. So, or glass bottles. So anyway, that's just a personal thing. Anyway, tell me what you think about this fragrance. Do you agree? Do you think it's more classic masculine citrus aromatic a la Eau Sauvage? Or do you think it's more falls in line with the modern fresh, clean, slightly sweet kind of citruses like Jean Barbatos, Artisan Pure? I'm going with the old school. It smells very old school to me. Old school, but classy. Like it's not old manish, you know what I mean? Ah, yeah, it's super nice. Super nice. Great aftershave. Great aftershave. So that's it, guys. Peace, love, be good to each other, and be good to yourselves.